Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. I am your host, Mr. Brian Bridges. I'm going straight on in, you all. I would like to read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107. The allowance is made for fair uses for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachings, and scholarships and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit and educational and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. I'd like to come right on in and talk about this little sister named Taji Baker. Little sister named Taji Baker come up missing out of Brooklyn, you all. She was headed to a trip in Washington, D.C. and wound up come up missing. Now, mind you, the little sister was a nice young little sister, just graduated school recently. I believe the sister is 23 years old. And, like I said, she was headed to a convention, an arts convention in Washington, D.C., to meet some other individuals who she believed to be doing poster artwork for, Now, mind you, you all, this young lady, her artwork was very nice. Some very nice artwork where she was following her dreams, following her goals, following her ambitions, following the things that she wanted to do and accomplish in life. But here we got some individuals, some predators, I'm not going to say that she's, dead, because in my heart and my spirit, I believe that she is absolutely alive, and held somewhere against her will. They are possibly trying to drug traffic her. God forbid that this is one of the things that's happening, or just use her up for her artwork, Either way, she is being held against her will, and it is not right. Mind you, that when we have these Caucasian people that come up missing, they stop the world news. We hear it on world news, CNN, good morning, CNN, good evening, evening news, night news. We hear it on CNN, in weather news. They just have all these news reportings about certain individuals in ignorant group of people. When they come up missing, we have all the whole press stop. Everybody come out with everything they need to, but yet it be a black sister. Yes, I said it, you all, a black sister, young, ambitious, out there trying to do something in life. When they come up missing, then we don't have this same type of enthusiasm in trying to find these individuals. Now, the police always say, well, just give it some time. Hey, maybe they ran off with a boyfriend, or maybe they went to the club. Well, maybe somebody abducted them, man. It's the whole moral of the principle of making a missing persons complaint. I mean, this lady's mother is down there actively looking for, out there looking for her daughter. In the DC area, we do have some pictures and some videos of her, I believe to have came up in somewhere around Baltimore, Maryland, in a nail shop, where she was in there whispering, trying to call home to her mother, where she was frightened and afraid. And obviously you can tell that she was afraid that something strange was going on. So like I said, I want to, come on today and possibly shed some light to this story. I'll give a description of her and show some illustration of her. This is a picture. I believe, can you all see that? I'm gonna read off her description. Let the news clipping give you a better analyzation of what I'm currently doing, give you a broader perspective on actually what's going on, But like I said, her description, she is 23 years old. She's from East New York, New York. Like I said, her mother and her currently was living in Brooklyn. She's a black lady, young female. She's approximately 5'7" in stature, you all, 130 pounds. So she's a little petite little lady, some high cheekbones, it's really not too hard to miss, if you see her she still got look like she got a baby teeth with some little gaps in it and things of that nature. I hope you all can get a good little picture. Like I said, I am going to share some more information. Her hair color is black, and her eye color is brown. Like I say, if you all happen to see this lady, young lady anywhere close to you all, because up in her area, it's probably gonna be hot. By now they know everybody looking for her, so she may be coming around this way. So you all please share. You don't have to share from my particular site. You all can Google it and perhaps go on her page and share from there if you all choose to. But just be involved. Be involved in the sharing. Because like you say, you never know where these people, certain individuals may bring her to. But like I said, I do believe in my heart that she's still alive because they have some type of use for her. And I do also have a picture of what is believed to be the woman that assisted in his abduction. That would be this lady here. She was unaccomplished. She made the phone calls and lured this lady down to DC, on some fictitious work, And like I say, this is pretty much insane, and we need everybody on board. Like I say, if you all see these individuals, you all don't have to call Brooklyn, call the local 911, call the 911 ASAP, and try to get these people apprehended, some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion, like I say, because it ain't right, and like I say, eventually they got you some use for the young lady. The young lady is still alive, so I'm gonna go on and play one of these news clippings.
Developing now at 5:30, a family's desperate search for answers in the disappearance of a young woman from Brooklyn who hasn't been seen in more than a month. Good evening, I'm Christine Johnson.
Welcome back. I'm Maurice Dubois. The
mother it's right at a month now, you all.
Says her daughter vanished.
Yeah, like I said, it's right at a month, but everything is just starting to break trail, because like I said, you need so much. It have to be set at a month, we can kind of do something nationally, I think it should be a lot sooner because a lot can happen in this much time, especially when they trying to keep these girls. Some of these individuals use drugs to do it, and man, there's all kind of things they do to these girls to keep them kind of incoherent, unaware of the things that's going on around them. And, they want to keep them in a state where they can't remember the places and things that they may have traveled by, So, like I said, I want to go on and continue with this story. Because, like I said, her mother and everyone else is, they finally making some way, So we all, like I say, need to join together and try to do the best we can to get this message out.
For accepting a job offer online and traveling to another state.
Her mother's been looking for her ever since. CBS 2's Natalie Dudridge has the latest.
My baby is out there.
May 1st was the last time Taquana Baker says she saw her daughter, 23-year-old Tyjae Baker, who she says took a bus from Wortman Avenue, where she lives, to Washington, D.C. for a weekend art job.
She just did a pop-up shop, an art pop-up shop. She's very humble. She's the sweetest person.
Her mother says Tyjae is an art major in college. These drawings are from her Instagram page. She says she was asked to go to D.C. to design posters for a woman she met online. But after she boarded the bus,
and like I say, she do have some other pictures of some of her artwork on Instagram. You know, like I say, you know, man, her work was good enough, you know, to have a shot somewhere, to be getting some small job offers or possibly something big, you know. So, I mean, in her mind, she was thinking that this was a possible breakthrough, you know. So, I mean, she did the right thing in going. But like I said, I'll share with you all a few tips, you know, a few things that can prevent these type of things that from happening. You know, so like I said, I'm gonna go on and let the video finish.
To DC to design posters for a woman she met online. But after she boarded the bus, her mother says her daughter went silent.
For somebody to lure my daughter into another state, I have to deal with this, and this is going to affect my daughter's life forever.
Her mother filed a police report, and Crime Stoppers put out a request for information describing Tyjae as 5'7", weighing 130 pounds, with black hair and brown eyes. Tyjae's mother decided to make her own posters, which she has been hanging up around the city as well as in the Washington, D.C. area.
I'm going through abandoned buildings, walking through alleyways.
Baker says she's been searching for her daughter herself and obtained surveillance video that she says is Tyjae pacing in a nail salon in Maryland. But when she got there, she was gone.
We want someone to look at these cameras and get to the bottom of where she went.
Tyjae's story caught the attention of local council members who say they want to improve how missing persons cases are handled.
On the missing persons bill, they don't register black people as quickly as they do white people. So when a white person's missing, the whole world stops. When black people are missing, oh, she'll be calling back because she might be out partying.
Baker says her daughter was in a good physical and mental state and usually calls
And that's the sad part. To what extent? I mean, people know they family, man. They act like, you know, what's sad is that they act like black people don't know their own children, or black people don't know their family members. You know, that we always gonna do something stupid. You know, like you know, just disappear without people knowing, man. People don't just up and do that. People that hadn't been known to live in that kind of lifestyle. I mean, what kind of reason would she have to just disappear? You know, I don't understand that, man, at all. But like I said, you know, it's a few things that you can do. Like I said, one of the tips, you know, it's hard to kind of deviate between the people that's trying to invite you on these trips. You know, whether it's a trip for a job or just a trip for a venture. You know, you have to be careful. You know, but. And when people offer you these kind of job opportunities, I mean, you can either look them up in a Better Bureau, you know, in a Better Business Bureau. You can look them up online, you know, Google them. You know, it's various ways, you know, to see if these are solid, concrete, real jobs. You know, real companies, you know, that's calling you out, you know, and you know, you double check these type of things, and then you always want to, like she did, you know, communicate with her mother very well. You know, I condone that because, you know, her and her mother seem to have a great relationship, you know, but you know, like you know, and traveling like that, when you traveling out of town like that, man, I would suggest you all start adding these family tracking. You know, they have these tracking apps where you can kind of you know, watch your children. You know, you can kind of have your spouse, maybe your brother or your sister, niece, nephew. You know, if y'all are all going on these certain type of trips, then you all need to have some kind of tracking device or some kind of, shared family location plan. You know, a lot of these apps are free where it's easy to share the location. You know, you have to usually mostly punch unshared location to really kind of keep these different apps from knowing where you are at all times, you know, which that's going to be kind of hard to do in most cases. And they also have these little small tracking devices. You know, these little small tracking devices, they like quarter sizes, you know. When people being abducted, you know, one of the first things that they want to take, you know, is someone's phone. So I'm pretty sure that video showing this young lady on the phone, you know, trying to get some help, that was probably her last time having a phone. You know, some of these watches, these new watches we have now, these Apple watches, a lot of people they are wearing these certain particular brand name watches, these Samsungs and so forth, so on, and they also have tracking devices. You all have to put them in there, you know, utilize these tools, you know, because they utilizing them to for all the wrong reasons. So you all take these same devices, man, and use it for the good, you know. May all the bad work for the goodness of the Lord, you know. So, like I said, continue to communicate with your family members, and do not take these long trips without other people knowing where you are. You know, it's too much going on in the world now, you know. So not only tell one or two friends, but, you know, tell a few friends, you know. That way people know where you are at all times, you know. There you have it, you all. You know, like I say, please be on the lookout for this young lady, you know. And like I say, those were a few tips, you know. Also, you know, like I say, it's things that you can touch, you know. You leave some kind of trail behind, things, you know. I don't know how many things you can grab, man, but it's always you know, first chance you get, scream and holler, you know, say something, you know, because 9 times out of 10, if people are abducting you passing through a public location, I mean, that's a perfect chance, you know, for you to try to make all the kind of movements you can make, you know, right on windows, you know. It's so many things, you know. Like I say, I wish I would have took the time and created a list of things, you know, but those were 5 good things that we all can do to stay safe. You know, you all be blessed out there, and you all stay on the lookout for this young lady. God first, Christ gang. We out.